So today I'm doing a quick sketch for you, and you are welcome to paint along. I provided a PDF that hopefully is available. You might want to put it in the chat if you don't.
Sure, I'll
You
do
can do
that
that.
here. Hmm.
My name's Cindy Briggs, and I'm happy to be working with Phoebe and Palette Exchange. She has reached out all around the world with her program, especially in Asia and India. I mean, people come from everywhere to create art. And so this is a fun way to start the day. And here in the US, our Memorial Day weekend.
Oh, so it's a long weekend then.
It is.
Yeah. So, hi everyone. If you don't know me already, my name is Phoebe Yu, and I'm from Montreal, Canada. I'm the founder of Palette Exchange, and we're still very young. We're kind of like a baby, a little bit over a year. And the reason I went ahead with this platform is really to help introduce more artists and have a bridge, sort of serve like a bridge between the East and the West, and have the artists to explore more about the Eastern way of paintings, and also Western artists also get to explore in China or Southeast Asia, and vice versa. So it's kind of like a melting pot. And sometimes we have artists from Asia, and I would be doing the translation as well while we do the demonstrations or workshop. And then vice versa, when we have artists like Cindy, and if we have students from Asia, from China, Singapore, Malaysia, then I would be doing translations from English to Mandarin so that more artists can understand and learn from more approaches and styles from various artists. And I really believe that art is a universal language that can bridge us together and bring us closer. So, welcome to our demo with Cindy Briggs today. She's going to be doing a painting in waterfall, and it's going to be in ink and wash. Is it? Or
Mhm.
yeah. Okay, great. So today is kind of like a prelude to our 2 days workshop with Cindy in June. That is going to be on June 11th and 12th. All right, so I will give you the spotlight then.
Okay. So this is the PDF that I sent out. This is a waterfall that is near Linda and Joni and Sharon and some of the others here in Utah. Um, I love this waterfall. It was 20 minutes from where I used to live, and I could even ride my bike up there. And so I thought this is one that I love the design aspects of this. So when I'm thinking about, I have probably 20 pictures of this, but I grabbed two to show you options on design. And the reason I like this, the light is on the waterfall. I have three main shapes for the water. And I often will think of large, medium, small. So I've got large shape here, medium, it'll be even smaller based on what you see down below, and small. That always makes a design more interesting if you're doing three flowers or trees, if you vary the sizes, even with a waterfall. The colors over here are kind of nice. So if you wanted to put fall colors, you could, but the general shapes of the waterfall are consistent. The other thing to think about is the amount of sky. So right here, this sky is competing with the waterfall. The sky's beautiful and I love it, but I'm focused on this. I don't want to be drawn away by the light in the sky. So what I'll be doing is cropping in to the scene. It's all my scribbles. Well, this should go here, there. So I just want you to know a little bit about my thought process. So when I do this, now that waterfall is even bigger within the frame, and it's important. Another thing to think about is off center. By throwing things off, being right up from the middle, it also gives it some more interest. Do you see that? It's almost like a triangle if I do this. So I've got some interesting shapes. I've got light and shadow, and this is definitely the star. So I'm going to put some tape down to hold it that way. Sometimes I'll fold it or cut it out, but I want to at least show you that rather than give you the whole picture. This way you see what I'm thinking. There we go. Now I just did a waterfall demo last night. Um, This was,
Wow. You're busy.
yes, I am. Well, I came back from the plein air convention and
Mm.
then I got to squeeze in my classes. This gives you some idea going with rocks too. This is Monument Valley where I'm going to take you in workshops. And there's so much more than just the mittens there. This is nearby. And
Oh, wow.
arches. Isn't that a fun one? It's not the famous
Yeah.
arch, but it's one of the many arches there.
Mm.
I love, I love, like I said in my Daniel Smith demo, I love rocks, whether they are in a canyon or on a building. Here's my magazine cover. I love painting
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
rocks and flowers and boats and everything. I think it's all about shapes and colors and values. But today it's about the waterfall. So
Right.
just fold this back, and that way you can just see
I
that.
love your rocks, the luminous colors. It's just
Oh,
so
thanks.
vibrant. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, in my head, I always have this image of your painting that was exhibited in the Qingdao Art Festival last summer.
yes, thank you for
Yeah.
making it happen. I love that painting.
And there was a huge reaction to your painting because it was hung all the way on the top. People don't usually look up the top, right? They look at the eye
Mm.
levels, but then yours really stood out. So I saw a lot of people looking and asking.
Oh,
So
it's
yeah,
wonderful.
the organizer is looking forward to you joining in person.
I know. I'd love to get there. We're working on it.
Yeah, maybe one day. They will have another one next year if you'd
And
like to
lighter.
join us. Mm.
Okay, so I am only putting tape on three sides. And I was like, well, why? What that does, and it's great whether you're doing any subject, especially in a journal, that gives me room to grow. Okay, I don't have to match this exactly, but it just gives me a little extra room and I don't feel squished in there. This is Holbein soft tape and it's great for journals and paintings. It's soft on your paper and less likely to tear. I do have a beautiful pen that you gave me, and I need to put ink in it. So
Oh, okay.
today I'm using my favorite pastels. I travel with these. They're just really easy to bring along, and they come in different colors. I think I'll use the brown because I'm dealing with the rocks and everything. And they are permanent pens. So even if you have a Sharpie, this is a great way to go. So what do I do to start? I am looking for the big shapes. And so when I'm going to get that sky in, make sure this pen is working. Okay. Put my glasses on and just start with the shape. Now, one thing I do is I try to keep my pen down.
Mm.
Okay. Now I'm going on the right side of the waterfall. And I say about here. Yeah, that works. So think about just putting your pen down and going along. Now I put my finger on here. It just helps me know kind of where I am. There. And we've got bushes that come around. And I think this is about the bottom edge right there. But I'll save that for later. Now I'm coming down the other side of the waterfall. The waterfall is what's important to me. There. Then this comes down. Some beautiful layers. And this comes over here. Now, if you get something kind of wrong, don't worry about it. So I've got a waterfall here. I have the big falls here, and I need to get something down in this area. So there's my large, medium, medium, small. So that just helps me plan. I've got my three main shapes. Now these are just kind of bushes and trees. Get that in. And maybe I can put in some brown there. Where are my rocks? Well, the rocks are where the trees aren't. So I'm just getting my bushes in. They're in front of the rocks. There. There's a bush, and there's a little bit of bushes coming down. Now I'll get into drawing some of the rock shapes. And I don't need to get too involved, but what I do, put my pen down and just kind of let it, gotta look for lines, strata lines. What you're doing is letting the pen do the work. And notice how I'm keeping it down most of the time. I'll pick it up now and then, but through here, I really like to keep it fairly continuous for that flow. Isn't that fun?
Yeah, I love your continuous lines. It looks very like flowing.
Yeah, that's the whole idea. It really makes it go, oh, there's a person right there.
Oh,
I just spotted him. Yeah, it just makes the whole drawing process more fun and fluid. You connect with it a little more than when you're doing little sketches everywhere.
hmm.
There. And there's some trees right in here. That works. And now I'm over here. I learned this in college, and I know a lot of people know how to do it. But no matter what, we all see things a little differently. It's like a signature. We write our names a little differently. Our lines will all be different.
Right.
Okay. So for the workshop, I'm going to be taking you to Monument Valley. Absolutely stunning. There's so much more there than the mittens.
Mm.
Okay, so now you can still see those three main shapes.
Wow, it just looks so intricate with all your lines, you know, for the rocks
Oh,
and all. Yeah. Just by itself already it looks like a really great design.
oh, thank you. There's some rocks in the middle of that waterfall. And I don't draw all the shapes in, but that's a pretty big one right in the middle. And I think that's about it for drawing there. And now you can see there's the end of my picture. I can put my tape down there. Sometimes I leave it unfinished, the edges, and sometimes I'll tape it. So I like those clean edges. And I feel like, I want a little bit more sky, just a little bit. So before I start painting, whoops, I'll add some sky, just a little more. There. That's why I like this tape. It's really easy to pull up and down, pull off and up. Move it around there. That's not straight. Okay, we're going to start painting here in just a minute. I want to give this just a little bit more. There. So every shape is interesting. That's the main thing. We've got, actually, we have large, medium, and small shapes in the rocks too. You see that? I mean, and with the trees, this should be larger than that. And then there's some trees up in here. So varying the sizes, the colors makes it all interesting.
Somebody asked if you could talk a bit about the pen, but I'm not sure which one she's referring to. Maybe the one you
This
just
pen
used?
or
Yeah.
the other pen? This one is Faber Castell. It's available all over art stores and online. It's the Pitt Artist Pen, and it comes in a variety of colors. And I tend to get brown, sanguine, gray, and black, so I can have some to choose from. If I was drawing with a pencil, I'd draw the same way that I did with the pen. The thing that I like about the pen is it's doing a lot of the work already.
Right.
And it's so relaxing once you get going. Now, I'm using a brush that's different from what I'm used to, and that's okay. Okay, so I have permanent brown. You might have burnt sienna. You'll see all these other colors. Those are things I tried in Daniel Smith. But I'm sticking pretty much with my basics that are in my everyday palette. I have cobalt blue. Yeah, this brush is a little softer. Oh, there we go. but it's nice. I like how it moves.
Mm,
Very fun. That's cobalt blue. Here's some yellow ochre. Those are nice colors together. Probably use some lavender, which, yeah, the difference between this and my regular brush is it's a little looser. It's not as stiff, but it's fun to paint with. Um, and I'll get to, I have phthalo yellow green and I have green apatite. And
nice.
sometimes I mix gold with my green for a golden green. So these are the kind of colors I'll be using today. Yeah, it's fun to paint with. I think
Mm,
what I need to do is spritz my colors so they're a little looser in my palette.
right.
But I do like how the brush works. Super fun.
And these brushes are quite elastic and very absorbent, so
Yes.
it has a good water content. The brush part is quite long, if you notice. So
Yes, I did.
yeah, and it doesn't shed a single hair. That's the part I love the most. No matter how long you use it, it still doesn't shed any hair, unlike other many of the brushes or Chinese brushes that I use.
Yeah,
So
it holds a lot of water.
mm,
See, yellow ochre, my brown. Um, it's varying those colors up there that you want. I can bring in some blue. It's got a great point. See, I just needed to promise you I would demonstrate with it. It-
that's great. Yeah, that's one of the beauty about these brushes is it stays pointy. And if you use it flat, if you press it down, use it flat, it could be sharp like a blade. And I see many artists, even like Joseph Spukovic and
Mhm.
Alvaro, they use these brushes as their regular daily brushes now. Yeah, and some artists, many of them use it for, like Liu Yi, use it
Mhm.
for portrait painting with fine features, fine lines of the lips and nose, using the blade of the brush because it can be pointy like the smallest size of brush that you could have. So it's very versatile.
Yeah, I'm kind of enjoying it. This unexpected. When you paint with a different brush, it reacts differently, but I'm getting along with it.
Oh,
Okay, so I varied my colors coming down. There's my rocks. This side, I'm going to have more blues in my rocks because it's in the shadow. There, I put some brown down and there's some blue. Yeah, it's got a great point. You didn't know you were going to get a demo with a different brush.
great. I'm glad you like it. I knew you would like it.
Yeah, you just needed to say, Cindy, use that brush. We get used to certain things. I did buy a bunch of brushes at the convention last week because you'll
Oh,
see somebody paint with a brush and you're like, oh, I want to paint like that. I can paint like that if I have that brush. So I started at the top and I'm working my way down there.
I love your colors.
Thank you. Where else? Oh, I had a little bit of rock right in here like that. There we go. So I'm staying out of the waterfall so far. And let's see, I will put this little bit in. There's some green in there, even some blue. Cobalt blue is my blue. So with a waterfall, you paint around the waterfall. And you just keep changing your colors. Let's see, oh, this is shadow. There's that blue. Also, while you're painting, think about warm and cool colors. If you just use brown for the rocks, it becomes very dull. So that's why I'm going back and forth between my blues and my browns. There's a shadow. And I can bring some of that green in right there. And we've got some of that there. Good enough. And any up here, maybe a little bit. So varied colors. Now I need to say out of all of that, or it would bleed and expand. I'm going right into my greens right now. And I think that's more rock. So you can see by painting around the water, it's already saying waterfall. There.
Yeah. So you're painting, leaving the waterfall white first, right?
Yes. Now I'm just going in light at the tops of my bushes, like that. And then darker green. So I've got green apatite and maybe even some blue. And maybe right along the bottom of that one. I do recommend getting out and painting on location when you can. There's something magical about it. And I can't say I do my best paintings when I'm out, but they're part of the experience. So you just can go for it. You can always do small studies like this and come back and do a larger version. That's what happens with a lot of my journal paintings, that they come back and become larger studio paintings. Oh, I said gold. Yeah, add a little gold to that. So now I've got a variety of greens. And we've got some greens up in here. Not being careful about painting every bush. I just want it to say green. There. Now this brush is, it's like it dances on the paper. Very cool.
Doesn't it? Yeah, it just flows very well. And we have members, students use really expensive brushes and brushes from
Mhm.
Michael Soleyev. And
Mhm.
then they just end up using our brushes now. These Ruhong brushes, I meant. Yeah. So it's a brand from China and a very high end brand, very selective of the hair. The hair is made of weasel hair, and
What kind of hair is it?
it's called weasel, like
Oh, weasel. Okay.
yeah, yeah, a weasel hair. And the brush handle is made of a pear wood. Yeah, pear wood. So and all handmade. Very sturdy and no splitting, no.
Yeah, the hairs aren't coming out. Okay, I just
Mm.
want the sky so I can have a wet and wet sky, my favorite for plain air, just to get that the suggestion of a cloud up there.
So I believe you're using the size one right now, right? Of this brush,
Two.
a size two. Okay, size two.
Yeah, it's pretty similar to what,
Like
my regular brush. This is
maybe the regular brush is size 10 or 12.
no, this is a four. I use a
Oh,
quill
size.
usually.
Okay.
Um, Different. They definitely work differently.
Mm.
Okay, now I'm going to take some lavender and or blue, fairly light, and bring in the suggestion of the water coming down, and breaking it up now and then.
Wow, you're going so fast. It's almost done.
It's quick. That's why I call it quick.
Right, a quick sketch.
Yeah, I started, it was one of these trips. I was with Kathy Wiley. She went to Provence with us a long time ago, been doing 25 years plein air painting in Europe. And she said, well, how would you draw this entryway? into the village in France. And I just sat there and did a really quick drawing in a few minutes. And it's like of the whole trip, that was my favorite moment, was just doing this little sketch. I'm like, okay, why am I trying to do big paintings when I'm traveling? It's you want to get into it and enjoy it. So
It makes sense. Yeah, like
it
to keep a
really,
journal with you, a traveling journal, right?
mhm.
Mm,
And like some of my paintings are very finished in my journal, and some are quick sketches. But I don't call it urban
right,
sketching because I I'm painting landscapes. I'm painting um, now I'm using the very fine point to put in some of these lines. You don't want them to be too important. So them I'll put in and then I'll mess up. So in our workshop, I'll be doing a quick sketch at the beginning just to get you all loosened up. And then we're going to get more involved in the painting. We'll be working on the stonework and the skies, um, design. I make it fun. I'll provide a drawing for the bigger painting. So you have something, not the whole thing, but something to start with. Because some people get nervous about drawing.
right, right.
Because you'll have this. Are you going to save this recording so people can see it later?
Yes, I'm gonna. If that's okay with you, I
Yes.
like to post it on YouTube, so more
Oh,
people
good.
can see it, right?
Yeah, I had people asking, and I thought, well, we usually do that. Now, I don't want to fill in too much of the waterfall because then you lose all the white. But every now and then, I will add just a little bit, to break it up. Because we know sometimes you can see through a waterfall.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun. Let's see, a little bit more down in here. Is that your puppy?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Okay, we love dogs.
Do you have one also?
Oh, not now, but every dog I see, I'm like, oh, I want one. I'm traveling too much right now, so it's gonna have to wait a little while. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
basically finished.
Okay. Okay.
Did I
Great.
do that quick enough? The time
Very.
set. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. Less than half an hour. That's for sure.
oh, good. Good, good. I could dabble around on it indefinitely. But the thing that makes it better is not going too far with it, leaving it a little bit unfinished. I want to get just a little darker right along here. There, make that stand out even more. I am enjoying this brush. Okay, I will use it more.
Great. Well, a lot of these big artists like Joseph Spukovic and his wife Lisa, all these artists are using them right now.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
they become one of the very rapidly is growing very fast, and it grows on you. These brushes,
Yeah,
yeah.
once you kind of get used to it.
Hmm.
At first, I was like, well, I don't know, but yeah, I'm going to stop there before I go too far. So I'll pull the
It's
tape
lovely.
off.
It's beautiful and very translucent, transparent. Like I see um, the watercolor blending so well together, especially your rocks and the greens too. I'm always afraid of using greens. um,
Oh, greens are wonderful. Don't be, but I understand my aunt's the same way. She's still,
yeah,
I just saw her last, yes, what, 2 days ago, and she still talks about how greens frustrate her. And
right.
the thing to do is you get one main green, and I could just use one, that green apatite. I use Daniel Smith watercolors. And and then you can add yellow to it, you can add gold to it, blue to it. You can just add other colors and you get used to it. Now I do have this phthalo yellow green because I can get there with this, but I use it a lot as a sunny color. And like
Mhm.
I showed you, using the gold is a nice way to change it up. All your yellows, in fact.
So the goal is, in fact, the yellows that you mix with, right? Or is it
The
really?
yellows make a
Yeah.
difference. The blues, you can mix, yeah, violet with green. You can mix even red with green, makes an olive green. So
Mm,
just have one that you really get along with and then just change it up rather than buying a lot of greens.
right. That's what I meant because I have greens in my palette, but I hardly ever touch them. I mix my own green. They seem
Mhm.
more realistic or less fake somehow.
Yes,
Yeah.
by changing them up. So there's that one. And I'll pull this up. When I did last night, different place. This was in, let's see, Missouri. I think I took a little more time with this one, but same idea. Same idea.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Give you examples. And then I grabbed, oh, I have that video. I don't know if you want me to show the Western watercolors video. Put it up. So I made this after going to Monument Valley, just to give you some preview of, and it's on my YouTube account. Let's see, play it. That would be good. It doesn't have sound, so for some reason, I don't know why not. Um,
Uh,
this is the famous part of Monument Valley with the mitten over there. John Wayne named the mitten, the mittens.
the
Um,
mittens.
yeah, but it's just
Wow.
stunning and dramatic. The
It looks
skies were amazing. And so I always say take time to paint when you're out. Isn't that gorgeous? You know, this is part of
great.
southern Utah and northern Arizona. This is a beginning of a painting that I did while I was there. And my husband's learning how to use the camera.
Yeah.
Just like I did with the waterfall, I vary my colors. And then for the first wash, and then I come in and add some of the details. So this
Wow.
was during the sunset, and I was literally painting it in as it was getting darker and darker. A very simple study
Mm,
right there, plain art painting. But the energy in them is so much fun and it's really meaningful when you paint while you're there. So what I like to teach in all my classes is how to be a little more spontaneous, capture it
right.
quickly. There, you can see the sun's going down. Now, this is more of a studio painting,
Yeah.
which takes a long
Oh.
time. This is what I demonstrated in Daniel Smith, a study of it. And,
Mm.
you know, some paintings
Oh.
take
Okay.
days and some take um, 20 minutes. So there's a little bit of everything in between, but I want you to see what inspires me here in
Mm.
in the West. And what's so fun
Very
about
nice.
working with um, Phoebe is like East meets West. Now,
Yes.
I love taking you to my part of the world. Or I'll take you to Europe too, if you and China eventually, if you'd like to go. Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are right. That's Montana. This is Oregon.
And
That's
when you paint outdoor, it must dry up quite fast. So you have to paint fast, right?
well, it depends where you are. I was in Florida and it took a long time to dry compared to Utah.
Oh,
So everywhere you travel can be
depends
different.
on the climate.
There, thank you for letting me share that with you. That was fun. Here's one. Remember that photo?
Yeah.
There's
It's
there's my
stunning.
quick sketch for that.
Wow. It's beautiful and so much
Thank you.
fun. Yeah.
Thank you. Pull this up. Now, did anybody try it? Uh,
Yeah. Anyone painted along? Oh, we love to see it.
Yes, I did. Did you?
You found it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
gorgeous.
wow. Amazing.
It is. Great work. Beautiful range of colors. Awesome. Now,
Mm.
thank you. Oh, I love it, Mindy. Thank you. Did you enjoy?
I loved it. I so need to do this and learn. Your design instructions was so fabulous.
Oh,
And
thank you.
for me to paint that quickly is just such a blast. I need to learn that I can do it.
Yeah. Oh,
There's
wonderful.
Diane. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Hi,
Hey.
Diane.
Hi, this was
Wonderful.
fun. It's my first time here.
Thank you. I
Thank
love
you.
your brushwork. Looks like you take
Thank you.
notes and you
Beautiful.
paint. See,
I
these are
agree.
all so well done. And you drew it and painted it in a very short time.
I know, you're magic.
Thank,
So true.
thank you. Hi, Joni.
I am at my business desk.
Oh,
So I just grabbed a piece of tissue paper
nice. Great.
Ah,
and I'll
nice.
paint it. I'll transfer and paint later, but that's kind of how I followed along.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Okay.
Well, it's pretty easy to draw, isn't it?
And this is really, I haven't done this before. So I was like, I'm just going to grab that and go do the drawing. And then I'll work later on moving this to a piece of paper and painting on it. Yeah, it's
Okay.
fun.
Whatever works for you. I've done that with portraits.
Yeah.
Work out my drawing on the tracing paper and then transfer.
Yeah.
Very
Just
cool.
maybe an idea for some of the other people on the call that you don't have to follow perfectly.
No, that's great. Thanks, Joni. Good to see you.
And
I'll see you next week.
thank you. Yeah, I hope you'll all join us again for the 2 days workshop as well.
So I tend to use, I'm going to show you different journals. Lately, I've been using these Etcher Perfect Sketchbook journals. And I have a new one too. I'll show you that. But this, they're stitched and glued. I don't always finish everything when I'm traveling. This is in Belgium and Holland. Sometimes I'll do a more finished painting and you find, or even little,
Mm,
those are cows in case you can't tell.
wow, love the clouds in the sky. Yeah.
Um,
That's one thing I want to learn about, when you're painting outdoor, the sky is changing so fast. So, how do
there,
you capture the movement of the clouds?
here's that wet and wet sky. And we are going to do glorious skies in
Oh,
this is
so,
in France. This is the same village that the cover of the magazine is on. And that's a quick sketch.
oh, wow.
See the pen lines?
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
drawn with pen.
Beautiful. Mm.
And then so that's the Etching sketchbook. This one it's not great. I just use it for demos. It's B paper. The difference, this is Fabriano paper, which is awesome. The B paper it tears easily and you can't mess around, but I can still do a good quick sketch in here as demonstration. So here's a few of them. There's a lot. Some are simple, some are more involved. I just give you an idea of that. I still like this better, but if you're traveling, you're spending all this money on your trip, and then you have a cheap journal. You deserve something really nice. This is a Lucetti journal. I'm going to use this one in Provence, and I've got one for Scotland and Sicily, like this. So this will be filled with Provence subjects. I start in the back of a journal just to break it in. And then sometimes I'll go right to the front. But I love flowers too. I'm not limited to rocks, just so you know.
Cindy, can I quickly interrupt?
Yes.
This is Mindy, and I was wondering what is the paper type in the Lucetti?
I'm not sure the paper type, but what's nice about it is each of these is 300 pounds.
Oh, okay.
And there's no stitching.
I
don't
noticed
know how
that.
they did it, but it's all glued together
It's
somehow.
beautiful. I just
And I'm
wondered if it was
hoping-
Fabriano.
This one's Fabriano paper.
Uh-huh.
And this is, I'm just trying it out, but I'll have to ask him.
Okay.
It's 300-pound cold press. It's got
Okay.
a nice surface and it's about, I don't know, 8x8.
Mhm.
Seems like 8x8. And beautiful too, because we love beautiful things.
Thank you.
Sure. Here's another one of the Fabriano. So what else do I have? This is a Chief Joe's, American Journey journal. I don't advise going so big because it takes a long time to do a large painting when you're on location and in journals. So I'm often about 6x8 inches. But you can see I've tried, this is a quick sketch with clouds. And I think the mountains, anything can go. Those lines make it so easy. I love this one. Flowers. And I love to draw. I could draw every day, all day, and just have fun with it.
Oh, I love your flowers too. Yeah, and we had
Thank you.
2 lessons with Cindy for flowers.
Yeah, didn't we do flowers?
We
Gosh,
did around Mother's Day last year. Yeah, that was
oh, that's it.
right.
There's
And
some of my stonework and geraniums and hydrangeas, Hawaii, and little studies. That's a vignette. Sometimes I get involved in the details. I like playing with color. So this is American Journey. I don't really buy these. I don't buy those anymore. It's way too big, but it has great paper. The key is 140-pound cold press paper. Try to avoid anything lighter than 140 pound. Let's see, this is a big old Arches journal. It's even bigger. So I used to think, oh, I need to paint big. Mixing colors, we do that on my trips. This has Arches paper in it. Sometimes I'll put, stickers that place this was a winery. And instead of painting all the vines, I focused on the tower and the vine getting into the leaves. So as you can see, I paint a little bit of everything. And I always say paint what inspires you wherever you are. This is really old. I did want to say this is that watercolor ground. Remember Professor Ua?
True. Yeah, Professor Chu.
He was using watercolor ground in his painting.
Yeah.
I use it on my cover in white, sand it down, and then you can paint right on it and varnish it.
Oh, you send it down.
I did this 15 years ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's a different techniques, different
Yeah, he's using it to paint with. I use it more as a backdrop.
a backdrop.
So I
see.
have used it to paint. Oh, this one. I put it down in black and then use opaque colors on top. There's so much I can share, but we need to wrap it up. Is there anybody else that wanted to share? I know Phoebe wants to talk to you a little bit about the workshop. I showed you some images of places that, I'm painting. Here's the painting. I'll bring that back. And here's the big one. I can show you a little bit so you can see it close up. We are going to get involved in not this subject, but related subjects, doing the stonework, varying the colors. See, there's blues and violets in there. It's those warms and cools that make it vibrate. Look at that sky.
Oh yeah, I love the sky. Yeah, and the rocks too.
Yes.
I like how you interplay the warm and cool colors together.
Yeah. And those bits of light. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's enough of me talking. Thank you everyone for coming. Phoebe's going to talk to you a little bit about the workshop, how to sign up, or, I'll be definitely visit my website at cindybriggs.com and sign up for my newsletter if you're not on it already. And let's connect. Definitely. So thank you, Phoebe.
Yeah, sounds good.
And that brush was fun, the Ruhong brush.
Yeah. you like it?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yes.
I know you would love it because
And I think you're the only way we can get it, right?
I am the only way. Yeah, in North America and in Europe, we have a small supplier in Europe as well. We have various types. The most popular one is the R5000 series, as what Cindy used today. Only some of it, but you can read the details and see the differences. And we might do clips or even a short workshop on explaining to you how to use these brushes, what are the different functions, and for what kind of paintings, what they're good for. All right. So we have the flat brushes, we have erasers, angle shaders. These are good for lifting, and so it's very handy to have. If you want to know the individual items, you can also shop, and it will bring you to our order form, and you will have individual items, description, and prices here. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. This is our website. You can go to palette-exchange.com, and our homepage, first page, you get to see a calendar, which is the month of May, and then we upload a new calendar every month. You get to see all the events that we have, and as well as lessons that we scheduled for the month. So stay tuned, and you can come and revisit our website every now and then to see what's coming up. And if you scroll down a bit, we have the introduction of the Western landscape. Monument Valley, we're going to be painting Monument Valley with Cindy for 2 days on June 11th and 12th, which is Thursday and Friday. As you can see, gorgeous photos. It's going to be a fun and inspiring 2 days live online workshop. So what you can expect from it is Cindy will be giving you guidance in creating organic line work in ink and simplifying shapes and capturing expressive light and color through expressive and luminous watercolor. It's going to be a step-by-step demonstration and guided practice, live Q&A throughout the workshop, especially at the end where you will receive personalized feedback, and in a supportive and inspiring learning experience for all levels. Is also going to be a repeatable process that you can continue using in your own landscape paintings. So it's not going to be, just one time. You can also take away the tools, the knowledge that you learn from this workshop, and further expand in your watercolor journey. And if you like to watch the video prepared by Cindy, you can click the button here. If you want to know more about the workshop, to sign up for the workshop, you can click this button, and it brings you to the individual master singles. So this is under this category. As you see, we have courses here on the menu bar. We have seasonal course, master singles, and artist series. And this one, the 2 days workshop, belongs to the master singles. But you can find it easily from the homepage or even from the artist. You go to Cindy belongs to America, so you go to America, and you'll be able to find Cindy here as well. So you can take a look. Here is Cindy, and of course with her gorgeous paintings of landscape paintings, floral paintings, and you can read about her here as well. And over here is, if you don't know where to find Cindy's workshop, you just come to the artist, look for Cindy, and Cindy's course is also given here. And this also brings you to the same place and give you all the information here. So either way is going to bring you to this page, which is the description for our 2 days workshop with Cindy Briggs, the Western landscapes. And we're going to paint the Monument Valley as what Cindy already showed you earlier. And here you'll find all the information that you will need, such as we already know that it's going to be 2 days live sessions from June 11th to June 12th, which is Thursday and Friday. And we begin at 8 a.m. Pacific time and 11 a.m. Eastern time, which is New York time. If you are near Cindy's place, it's going to be at 9 a.m., right? So we also give other time zones in Central Europe, India, and China as well. So we try to accommodate as many people as possible. But in case if it's too late for you or too early, or if you have to leave halfway, then you can always watch the replay, which is available for 1 year. So plenty of time to rewatch and paint along. The workshop is going to be $85 for the entire 2 days. So it's already a discounted price because we want to include people from all around the world and to make it affordable to everybody. So this is really a bargain. I hope you will join us. And not only that, you will also earn 10 palette points, which is equivalent to $10 credit upon the completion of the workshop. And you can use it towards your future palette exchange courses or art supplies for the orders that's over $100 without shipping. And on top of that, I know that many of you are interested in purchasing our art supplies already. You will also benefit another $10 off on our workshops if you sign up for our workshops and purchase our art supplies over $100. So as mentioned, you will have the replay for 1 year. And we'll also get the opportunity to be featured in our Palette Exchange annual virtual exhibition. We had our first year virtual exhibition last November, and Cindy was one of the jury. We had such a great turnout and exciting and rewarding to see how much our students have progressed in a short period by taking courses with our artists, with Cindy and all our other artists as well.
There will be a list of materials sent out soon. I just got back from Missouri, so it's my basic list. I don't change much, but I want to take a look at it because we are going to be going into a certain subject. So there are some colors I might not use. I can put my current email in the chat. I mean, my current supply list.
Somebody asked how long is the workshop? It's about 5 hours, so 2.5 hours for each workshop. And we might go over to look at your paintings, and Cindy would like to give you feedback, instant feedback for maybe another half an hour. So about 3 hours, yeah, roughly.
Yeah, I don't like to rush, even though I do a quick sketch.
Right.
Once we get into the larger painting, I'll do a small quick sketch and we'll go larger, probably with a different subject. I do like to have more time to get involved and share more about my approach. You can see rocks behind me. That's lavender with the browns.
Yes.
Quite a bit of that. Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. The video with Cindy in Utah. Thank you for sharing that. It's also on YouTube and the Daniel Smith video. So you've got a lot of preview as to what I'm teaching. And then also, just a little plug, next year, I am going to go to the Plain Hair Convention. It's going to be in southern Utah. And Zion.
When
And
is it?
Canyons. So I'm preparing you if you want to go to something.
Oh, I better sign up
I
for
know.
that.
I know. We're just going to have a great time. This is about Phoebe and Palette Exchange and the great work she's doing. It's
Thank
hard
you.
starting something like this, and it's exciting to see the kinds of people you're bringing in and the artists, the variety of styles. Oh, he'd be good this time. Phoebe is creating these plein air trips to China.
Right.
It is a huge endeavor. She went last year and it went beautifully, and she's got another one coming up. So if you're on her mailing list, you'll hear about those. I like to go when I can fit it in my schedule. So it'll all fall into place when it's meant to be. But in the meantime, please join us online. And it's so reasonable. And no matter what, I want to get you to that place where you feel comfortable painting this kind of a landscape in this session.
Right. Yeah. I hope you all can join us. And thank you so much, Cindy, for joining us and sharing generously, and have so much faith in us, in our platform, and try to help us to promote. I really appreciate that. I hope I'll get a chance to paint along with you during the workshop, because I've been eyeing on your rocks for a long time, since the first day we met. I was like, wow, I was drawn to your Western landscapes right away. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much, Cindy. Yeah, for your
Thanks
precious
everybody
time.
for coming and spending some time with us.